settle this once and for all because a lot of you just losers are missing the point. And a lot of you tuning into this, you're going to understand, you're going to agree with me, and you're going to be able to take what I say and apply it and get better. And then there's going to be a bunch of you who are like, statistically, periodically, shut the fuck up, okay? Shut the fuck up. This is one of those things that you can't justify and it be okay. Because any justification you're doing, it is simply because of the fact that it hurts your ego. It hurts your ego. You physically can't stop because you're either addicted or you're a loser or you're lonely and you want to use it as a cope. Anything that you say in the comments, I'm gonna laugh. So just think that before you comment and you try to justify yourself, I'm laughing at you, genuinely. Semen retention does work. It does work, 100%. And all you guys are on here, you're like, I tried semen retention for 7 days and I didn't get bigger. It doesn't work like that. It's about building up the discipline of working towards the progression of yourself, self-actualization every single day. And first of all, we'll talk about this in sections. Now, if I'm talking about like jerking off like to porn, that is the number one most disgusting low-life thing that you could be doing in your life right now. You need to end that. You need to end that right now. No one who still watches porn like a little degenerate and jerks off is successful. That's why all of you guys are broke and fat and depressed. There's not a single person in this world that watches porn on a daily and is successful. It's not there unless the money was just given to them. So, number one thing, that is out of the way. That's completely off the table. There's not even a single excuse for that. Now, when I'm talking about semen retention, I'm talking about within your own self. If you are not where you want to be in life, you should not just be jerking off every day for no fucking reason. The reason you do it is because Instagram is consistently throwing ass, tits at you. TikTok, ass, tits. Every single thing that you see in this culture, it is constantly just throwing all these things, frying your brain, desensitizing your brain by throwing all these things to you. And you wonder why you can't focus. You wonder why you can't make any progress towards any of the goals that you want to achieve. You wonder why you have no self-confidence. You wonder why you make no progress in the gym. Because every single day, even though you did nothing, you're telling yourself, I'm accomplishing my goals. I'm accomplishing my goals. There's seasons to this. There is seasons to this. I was terribly addicted to porn about 2 years ago. Terribly addicted. Tried to stop all the time, got in a loop. I would tell myself, I need to stop. I need to stop. And then I would feel it. I would feel that feeling, that craving. And I would know I don't need to do this. I would know that I would feel guilty afterwards and I would do it anyways. And I would do it anyways. It was a continuous spiral into the cycle of despair. And that's what you guys are sitting in, the cycle of despair, where you're on personal development and you get super motivated, you're making progress for a few days, and then you go right back to your old ways. Because you'll never, ever rise to your ambitions. You'll always fall to your standards. But you have been sold the lie that it is okay. You've been sold the lie that it is fine for you to just watch porn every night if you're lonely. And I've seen some lame-ass comments be like, incels do exist. If you're a fucking incel, it's your fault. There's no single excuse that you could have. You should not just sit there and be like, well, I'm never going to get a woman. Yeah, you're damn right you're never going to get a woman because you fucking jerk off every single night. And why would anyone want you? As a man, your most precious, power, your most precious weapon is the sexual drive that you have inside of you. But you're wasting it with your fucking hand. Not even with a woman, with your fucking hand. I don't look at semen retention as if you're having sex with a girl that you care about, that you love, and that is completely different. I don't even look at that as breaking your semen retention. Semen retention to me is jerking off. I haven't jerked off in years, because I'm not a bitch. But that's why I make so much progress every single day. That's why you guys are stuck and I'm making progress. That's why your physique is shitty and I'm making progress. Because I hold myself to a higher standard. I have a beautiful girlfriend, and like, no, like, am I just like sitting here and I'm like celibate with my girlfriend? Absolutely not. But there is a self-regulation to this that none of you guys can have, because you all have just validated the fact that, oh, I got home from the gym, I'm stressed, let me jerk off. I'm in my room, I'm stressed, let me jerk off. All day long. And you wonder why your life is so miserable, so bad, and it sucks. When you walk around, people can feel that you have no sexual energy inside of you. Being horny is not sexual energy, but holding your masculine power, that is sexual energy. You will feel it. If you've gone a month without spilling your seed and you go in the gym, you're so much stronger. You're so much more locked in. You're so much more in the zone. Yet you guys are jerking off multiple times a day sometimes. And you're like, I have no self-confidence. Damn fucking right you have no self-confidence. Damn right. It's unrealistic for you to sit here and be like, why don't I accomplish anything? Why don't I have big goals? Why can't I sit here and actually focus on something for more than 10 minutes? Because you give in to every single fucking impulse that you have. It just comes down to impulse control, and you guys don't have any of it. So you go around watching and clicking YouTube videos like this to try and justify your addiction. Everything starts with realizing that it's no one else's problem but your own. You can continue to be miserable. You can continue to give in. You can continue to just indulge in that feeling every single solitary time that it pops up into your brain. And you can continue to be a bitch. You can continue to be skinny. You guys, you have to understand, that there's so much more to this life than meets the eye. There's so much more to this life than what you are giving yourself. But you're never going to make progress if you just continue to, as soon as you stretch that rubber band of discipline and consistency, break it by just beating your meat every night, just beating your dick. Sure, is there a time and place? Maybe, but like we used to go off to war for months at a time. Do you think anyone in Alexander the Great's army was like in the middle of camp at night, just, jerk off? No, fuck no. And you need to be going to war every single fucking day. The last thing on my mind is me just like looking for a nut. But that's all you guys think about nowadays. That's all you guys think about. You have fucking $1,000 in your bank account and you're like worried about jerking off. That's the problem. That is the damn problem. You guys have no intrinsic motivation, no ambition to go after something greater. Your sole focus should be building your empire. And some of you guys might throw up and be like, throw up the rebuttal, the argument. You might throw it up and say, well, like I'm so lonely, like I don't have a girl, so that's why I do it. Of course you don't have a girl. Look at your life. Look at your life. Why would any woman want to be with you? So you need the feeling of the pain of where you are in life to rise you up out of that rock bottom situation. But you can't even use the pain as fuel because you just numb it and you jerk off and you get that little dopamine hit. And you're like, oh, everything's okay again. Everything's okay again. And then you wake up the next morning and you're like, I'm going to go accomplish this. But you fucking don't, because you've built no discipline. You've built no discipline. All it comes down to is self-control, impulse control. This is going to be a short video. I was just tired of reading these dumb-ass comments. So I had to address it. If you're a young man, that is the last thing that you should be doing. If you're a young man and you're not at least 170 pounds to 200 pounds ripped with abs, making good money, enough money to support a woman, taking care of yourself on a daily basis. If your screen time on social media is longer than 1 hour and you're not making money from social media, shame on you. You're a bitch. You're a bitch, genuinely. What are you guys doing on a daily basis to make yourself better? How many books have you read this year? How many goals have you sat down and wrote out to a T and actually made progress towards? None. Because you are not uncomfortable enough. Because when the slightest discomfort appears, you just retreat to your little bed, your little TikTok social media, and you just jerk off. You just go on Pornhub and everything feels better. Mommy and daddy are taking care of me, so it's okay. Get the fuck off your ass. Get off your ass. There are things that you need to be doing. The only way you're going to have enough intrinsic motivation and determination and ambition to accomplish what you need to accomplish in this life, to become the greatest man that your family's bloodline has ever seen, is for you to hold your seed. Stop just giving it up at the slightest inconvenience. Use that sexual transmutation of feeling that feeling where you want to go jerk off, where you are horny, and put it into something that is creating. Put it into building a business, putting into creating meaningful content. Put it into building business relationships. Put it into your work. Put it into your craft. Put it into the gym. Put it into tracking your macros throughout the day. Put it into something that's beneficial, that's going to build your character, so that you can finally get out of this cycle of years and years going by, months and months going by, and you making zero progress. That's the raw reality, guys. It's the raw reality. There's no excuse. There's no excuse at all. The only thing that can be done is for you to nip it in the fucking bud and say no more. No more. Addictions take time to beat. But guess what? You could beat it in one day if you tell yourself never again and you just actually fucking don't. But you guys are so used to having these dreams, telling yourself things and not sticking to them, that you're like, this is the last time, and then you do it again. This is the last time, and then you do it again. Because you only care when you feel guilty and you feel like shit afterwards. It's the only time that you care. Second you feel horny again, because you're a little bitch, you just give right in. You need to do some self-reflecting, brother. There's no excuse. There's nothing there. I saw this one guy, and he commented, and he was like, you're under extreme anxiety. I'm not under anxiety. The fuck? Anxiety's not real. Inaction breeds anxiety. I don't have anxiety. I've been diagnosed with ADHD, anxiety, all that shit. It all comes from a lack of action. I have a beautiful woman, make a lot of money. I transform people's lives. I work out every single day. I care about things other than just myself. I care about my clients. I care about you guys. That's why I put this content out there. But you guys are so focused on your own little world that as soon as you feel a little chemical arise in your brain, oh, I'm horny, you're on fucking Pornhub scrolling 800 pages to find the perfect video. I can't waste this nut. I gotta find the perfect video. Looking like a dumbass, putting your seed into some sock. And you wonder why you can't accomplish anything. You genuinely still wonder, oh, why do I feel like this? Do some reflecting. Maybe, just maybe, you need to work on yourself. Maybe. But no one likes the truth because it hurts and it's uncomfortable. You'll never, ever make progress until you stop making excuses. You realize that everything is your fault. Everything. And that you can't go around justifying every single one of your problems because of some research study Hamza video that you watched. Quit. Realize your full potential. You don't need to be spilling your seed, not even with a woman, until you are where you want to be in life and making actual progress towards there. And even there has to be discipline. Because if you're just going around fucking random hoes every single day, you're going to be in the same position. That's how I was when I was younger. Absolute low life. Absolute low life. Do better, guys. Genuinely do better. And stop Stop hating the world for everything that it's doing to you when you're doing it to yourself. You have so much potential. You just have to give yourself an actual fighting chance for once. And stop fucking giving into your hand, bro. Think about it. What a selfish individual you are every single time that you give in to the slightest urge of wanting to jerk off, of wanting to watch porn. Develop some impulse control. You'll never accomplish anything until you do that. You've got some reflecting to do. I love y'all boys. Stay aggressive.